The Fed's unlimited QE is pushing the world to the verge of global financial crisis. Hey, I'm the Stacking Stormtrooper. If you're new to the channel, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm a guy in a bucket talking about precious metals. So make sure you hit the subscribe button, get the bell notification clicked, and that way you get updated with any new content. So let's take a look at spot price today. Spot price right now is $1,997. It is August 18th, 11:15 a.m. Eastern time. So right now we are seeing quite a move in gold. This is continuing on from last week's momentum, and there are some reasons that this is happening. It's almost, if you want to say, the perfect storm for gold. Right now, what we are seeing is a few things at play. First of all, we already know that gold is a safe haven. It's no surprise to us when there is economic uncertainty and global crisis throughout the world. A lot of people take refuge in precious metals such as silver and gold. Gold even more so because gold is a bit more stable than silver is. The other thing, too, is the sense of the stability because of gold being insulated from inflation and generalized uncertainty. It happens to be another place that a lot of investors like to put some of their wealth to store in that precious metal. The other thing we are seeing right now is a weakened dollar. Now, we are seeing quantitative easing that continues to occur. And in this article, which was just posted yesterday, August 17th, the Fed's unlimited QE is pushing the world to the verge of global financial crisis. And for those of you that are uncertain as to what quantitative easing is, basically what the quantitative easing is, it's a similar form of basically the United States government printing money, but instead it's in electronic form. And what the Fed is doing is they are buying up assets from various financial institutions, whether it be securities or bonds, and by those companies getting an infusion of cash from the United States government, what they then do is they lend it out to businesses and consumers. And so now with businesses and consumers getting more access to credit, basically what happens is that the businesses, they're using this to make improvements, expansion, buy more equipment and inventory, hire employees. And then with consumers, they are taking on more debt, credit cards, loans, mortgages, car financing, what have you. And the United States government continues to do this quantitative easing, which is basically just another form of printing cash. So this is continuing to make the dollar weaken because there are just more dollars circulating in the world. The other thing, too, is with media coverage, we are seeing a surge in gold. As you are aware, last week, Warren Buffett's company, Berkshire Hathaway, invested $563 million into Barrick Gold. A lot of people are saying Warren Buffett went out and bought gold, and they think that he's actually going to a coin shop and buying $560 million of gold. He's not buying $560 million of physical gold, my friends. He invested $563 million into Barrick Gold, which is significant because, as we know, Warren Buffett's always kind of said that gold is just a pet rock, and it's nothing more than just a pretty rock that comes out of the earth and just sits there. And the other major move, too, that his company did, his investment firm, is that Berkshire Hathaway dumped financial institutions like JP Morgan, Wells Fargo, Goldman Sachs. They also got rid of stocks like United Airlines and American Airlines. So he's making this major move. His company is making this major move from the financial institutions, which he's probably seeing are weakening, and buying Barrick Gold. So major move there. And because of that major news, the media was all over it. And you saw a lot of people going to local coin shops and everything thinking, oh, Warren Buffett's buying gold. I may as well buy gold myself. And so as the higher the gold prices go, Analysts and investors talk about it. There's more financial media reports on it. The added exposure generally trickles down to Main Street, and so you have a lot of people investing. The other thing too, guys, is what you may or may not know is that gold prices after United States election also surge. Okay, so sometimes in election years we do see gold prices basically surge, and here, whether it be President Trump or Biden taking office, we will most likely see gold prices continue to rise. And then on top of that, history shows that Democratic control of government can lead to rising gold prices. And in this example, they're saying that within a month of Obama's inauguration, gold rose nearly 16%, silver rose by over 27%. And then it said exactly 1 year after that, gold had experienced a gain of 29.6% in the first year following his inauguration. So we do know that there are surges in gold prices when there is a presidential election year. Then take that one step further, because of the pandemic. Okay, because of the coronavirus, we are seeing that the gold rally could forge ahead to $4,000. $4,000 within 3 years. This is absolutely crazy. Saying right here, gold prices could forge ahead to $4,000 per ounce in the next 3 years. But factors such as the development of a coronavirus vaccine in November U.S. elections could change the fortunes of the precious metal, analysts say. So it could kind of go either way depending on what happens, but it's not out of the realm of possibility. So we are seeing so many things at play here, right? Big time investors like Warren Buffett, United States election, global pandemic, quantitative easing, and the regular stuff that kind of basically comes with gold, whether it be a weakened dollar, sense of stability, and what have you. So we are seeing a lot of things happening right now that can cause the gold prices to surge. Now, whether you want to take this as a wake-up call, should you be buying gold right now? In my personal opinion, even though I am not a financial advisor, I do believe that there is still a big window of opportunity for gold to rise. I myself am continuing to buy. I've been buying since 2008, but I've been buying heavily since January of 2020. I would not tell any of my viewers, friends, or family to buy gold if it was something that I wasn't going to do myself. I continue to do it. I just bought another 2 ounces on Sunday. And I do believe that you guys should consider buying gold if you haven't done so already. Now, keep in mind, gold can always crash down. And in my opinion, that would be a wonderful opportunity to load up on even more, back the truck up and buy as much as you possibly can on those dips. The one thing that you do have to keep in mind, though, is when there is a dip, especially ones that we have seen where they drop about $100 to $120, $150 in one day. A lot of the online dealers and the coin shops will not really budge from their premiums. They do this because they need to hang on to their inventory, and they want to mitigate any of their losses. So it is very, very rare that a coin shop or an online dealer will drop their prices if they see a $100 to a $200 swing in a single day. They may move a little bit. My local coin shop did, but they're not going to move drastically. So a lot of people who claim that they are buying the dip and they're loading up on a ton of gold and silver on these dips, keep in mind, guys, that they most likely either aren't being truthful or forthcoming with the prices that they are paying. They could also be lying, but you have to keep in mind that the reality of it is that APMEX and JM Bullion and Provident and your local coin shop and what have you, when they are buying their gold and their silver and they're paying right around spot or below spot, and they're selling above spot, maybe $50 to $100 over spot, and if you see a drop by $100, $200 in a single day, they are not going to sell at a loss. They're going to hang on to that inventory. They're going to maintain their premiums. They're going to charge you to make sure that they, make up some sort of profit. It's not going to be It's not going to be a major number. It's not going to be something that they're going to make a ton of money on. However, they are going to maintain their premiums and weather the storm, so to speak. So should you buy gold right now? Yes, I think you should continue to buy it. You should be making sure that you are paying very close attention to what is happening in the world and in the United States. Keep looking at, these various news outlets, whether it be Kitco or all the other financial websites that, whether it be MSNBC, Money, Barron's, Wall Street Journal, there's so many different sources, but make sure that you are staying on top of everything. Make an educated purchase. Don't make a purchase based on hysteria or impulse, because, gold being what it is today, it's a rather expensive endeavor, but definitely you should be buying some. If you do not have any, you should consider buying some as soon as you possibly can, and be ready for a dip to buy more. Anyhow, guys, interesting time we are in. Let's continue to monitor the situation. If you guys have any articles or news that you find to be worthy, send them my way. And, let's see what happens with this perfect storm of all of these factors that are playing into the increase in gold prices. And I just want to quickly thank these elite channel supporters. And if you haven't become a channel member, please check out the awesome perks and join today. With that, I'm the Stacking Stormtrooper. Check out these videos. Until next time, long live the Empire.